I guess you guys might want to know how we've been doing since our last grad video, and so we're going to update you today. Welcome back to PYB with Nadi&Ci, and today we're going to be doing another back to school video. So as you saw earlier this year, we did a little, first month of grad school. How's everything going? How are classes? Well, now it's the end of the semester. Praise the Lord. We made it. So we're going to tell you about, how the semester is gone. What are we looking forward to next semester? Do we have any plans after graduation? So we're going to get into it. So we noticed you guys have been commenting and liking our videos and subscribing. Keep doing that. Y'all been doing a great job. Just keep that up.
Gold stars.
And while you're already here, make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel. So our first question is, how did this semester actually go? Cool. So for me, the semester, I think it was pretty chill. I was definitely worried going in because, they say grad school is so much different from undergrad. I think it kind of helps that we're kind of at the same school that we went to undergrad at, but overall, I think it went pretty well. All my classes, I feel that are very pertinent to my major, and I found them all very interesting, and I think I did pretty well in all of them, so good on my end. Okay. For me, I would say this semester was rough, and that's more so just because, I think that now that it's finished, I'm glad. I'm like, okay, that wasn't that bad, right? But I think through it, it was really hard just because having to manage all the things that I wasn't used to managing at once was kind of like, this whole semester was me just juggling my life and school. And so that was a lot of things, and work. But also a lot of the things that I talked about in the last video about feeling like a super senior, they stayed throughout the whole semester. I thought that it was kind of going to go away, but it didn't. But I would say overall the semester was a good semester. Hard, challenging, but good.
Yeah, definitely. So what are some things that you learned from this semester?
Yeah, I would say something I learned and I'm learning is what it looks like to be listening to myself versus listening to what other people want from me, versus listening to what God wants from me. I think that I can get those voices in my head confused very often. And I think that a large part of it is me wanting to figure my life out. And so I think that this semester, every time I would go to God and be like, God, yes or no? Is this right for me? Yes or no? Should I do this? Yes or no? Do I really want this? Yes or no? With anything, really. I've been learning that God is not a genie. He's not someone that just grants things left and right, but it's more so about how we're clinging to him, how we're choosing to follow him, throughout these decisions.
For me, it's definitely more academic. So this semester, I've been trying to utilize my resources more. Definitely in undergrad, I was aware of the resources that I had, talking to professors, talking to deans, the different centers, and, just things they have in place for you, but I really didn't reach out. So this semester, I've made more of a conscious effort to, be emailing professors. When I have an issue, talk directly to the deans, trying to figure out what dean is for what issue.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's a lot. And one might be for housing, one might be for academics, one might be for social. So really utilizing those and just making it work for my benefit. And it's been pretty beneficial and advantageous for me.
So what are some things you're looking forward to next semester?
I'm definitely looking forward to taking more classes that relate to my major, so getting more into the bioengineering and really seeing what I can do with that. I'm looking forward to, doing more social, interactive things. They have a lot of, grad school, clubs or, events that they have. We haven't been able to make, a lot of them, but maybe next semester I might have the time.
We made one, though.
We did. One to workshop.
It was really good.
What else? Looking forward to this convention. That'll be fun. A lot of Black excellence. And really just growing and getting more solidified in my major. Also, I'm starting a project next semester, so looking forward to that.
So next semester, I'm gonna have to take 6 classes to graduate on time. Fortunately, 2 of them are undergrad classes. But because I remember that finance class I was telling you was a little difficult, So I ended up dropping it because I didn't do well on the exam, and it's only one exam in one presentation, and the exam was worth like so much. And so because I have to retake it, because I dropped it, I have to retake it again this next semester or the next semester after that. However, I want to see what I can get accomplished to minimize my loans. But yeah, I'm looking forward to want to be able to say like I did it, because I don't know how likely it is that I'm gonna do it. So I want to look forward to I've taken 6 classes before, twice, when I was undergrad, my senior year and my junior year. But again, they were undergrad classes, and so I remember how accomplished I felt after those both semesters. Tired, but accomplished. And so I think that I want to be able to walk during graduation with my peers and my classmates, and so I think that that'll be really exciting.
So for our last question, what are our plans after graduation, or do we have any plans so far or ideas?
Well, I'm really interested in pursuing occupational therapy. One, because it aligns most with my undergrad degree in engineering psychology, because I would be focused on a specific concentration of universal and accessible design. But yeah, that's something I'm going to pursue, especially because this winter break I have set up 2 facilities where I want to shadow occupational therapists to really see if it's different. But if all works out well, then yeah, occupational therapy is for sure what I want to do.
So you heard it here first. She's going to finish grad school and go to school again.
Yes. I think that this semester has been difficult for me in a way that what I'm learning is great and it's useful, but not necessarily to me, because I don't want to pursue business in any shape, way, form, or fashion. And so I think that it's not necessarily school that has been probably the hardest. It's just that me trying to wrap my mind around something that I may not use.
What are we doing after graduation? It's a very good question.
I asked it.
Do I know what I'm doing? No. Do I know what I'm wearing tomorrow? No. Do I know what I'm having for lunch tomorrow? No. But so I have like 2 different ideas, right? So when I graduate, I will either be pursuing industry or pursuing more school. So I've been thinking about possibly doing a PhD program, not in Boston, trying to go west. So we'll see that way. Yeah. And then on the other side with industry, I'm either thinking about going into biotech or biopharma. Again, that'd either be Massachusetts, Boston area, or the California area. So we'll see. I got some time to figure it out.
True. What are you leaning towards?
So because I'm in grad school right now, I'm leaning towards industry, just because wanting to get that experience. Maybe do 1, 2, 3 years of industry, and then dive back into a PhD, just so I can have that time to be on my own, be an adult, make my own money. I'm not really worried about that so much. Just developing as a person. But yeah.
So yeah, that's all we have for you today. We have our little update of how we've been doing in grad school, how we've been trying to hold our own, things we've been learning, things we've been doing, and things we're looking forward to.
So as always, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. It really helps. And then of course you'll see us next week with another video. So stay tuned.
Bye.
Bye.